nice-looking flower.
Cynthium derpridic. It's actually a fungus, believe it or not. Take note of its location. It's one of the only countermeasures to toxins found in the local wild.
Sensor showing a lot of movement in the jungle.
Scattered and disorganized. Those are animals. Ground team, be advised of incoming hostile wildlife.
I'd advise not standing in it.
Well, that explains expense reports for her pen.
Sensors indicate the horde is beginning to dissipate. They were responding to red after all.
We can contemplate the implications later. Ground team, recover Wen's ID and head to the facility.
How exactly did the badge, of all things, survive being eaten?
Well, it's quite simple, really. When you understand the environmental hazards of your handlers, you update the materials of their equipment. The badges are virtually indestructible.
Just the badges, though?
Do you have any idea how expensive those materials are? We do have a fiduciary duty to consider.
Oh, I suppose that's fair.
We are connected to the system, running a diagnostic now. I'm reading multiple containment failures across the pens and a breach of the facility wall.
And the emergency systems?
Fully operational. All of our problems are boxed into the pens. We'll need to shut down the coils and reboot the security system manually.
Well, that's less than ideal. Ground team, you'll want to search the area for supplies. Flares, stims, whatever you can find. We're going to be playing this by ear. Once these doors open, you'll be under constant attack. Your objective is the control room. To reach it, you must disable the coil. Make your way to the secondary generator shed. I'll see what you go. Listen carefully. Find a backup generator control terminal. Set it to secondary power load test. Next, along the opposite wall, you'll see a series of 5 breaker boxes. Open the 4th box. Now, cut the 3rd wire.
Stop! 3rd from the right!
Any other surprises, mechs? Last, go to the shield control console. Shut down the B-pens and hold on to something.
Alert! Power overload. EC secondary generator. Rerouting. Error. Unknown grid failure. C. Diagnostic grid reboot.
It's fine. Give it a few seconds. The reboot will fail too.
Alert. Containment breach. B-pens, C-pens. Grid failure. C-pens. Tactical maintenance response required.
Oh, well, you had me worried for a moment there.
Initiating adaptive security protocol. Containment. Overriding grid safety controls. Partial defense functionality restored.
She's continually cycling power to avoid blowing out what's left of the grid. Wow, this is really clever. Mix!
What does any of this mean?
Sorry. You'll have to take cover while the coils are on, and run when they're not.
Great, stop and go it is. Ground team, head to the lake enclosure and make the breach in the walkway. Quickly, get everyone in and close the walkway door! Excellent. Ready to clear. Access the control room console with Radler's ID card.
A nasty lot gathering out there.
Unknown failure. Holding pens power.
Just hold on. It'll reboot.
Restored. Scanning. Alert. Unauthorized life forms detected in control room. Initiating warding protocol.
At least the shield is holding.
Unknown failure. Holding pens power.
Why?
Droids are down. Use the console.
core is no longer actually on fire. Attempting recalibration. Error, the ARIA processor core power module is damaged.
You can't be serious.
Don't worry. This actually happens more often than you'd think. We've got a cache of spare modules downstairs.
Isn't that problematic for productivity?
You get used to it.
Please wait for the decontamination cycle to complete. This may seem unnecessary while the lab is literally on fire, but emergencies are when safety matters most. Decontamination complete. Alert! The lab climate control system has been updated automatically by user emergency failsafe from lab comfort to purge organic life.
The emergency quarantine protocol. If there's no one left to disable the system, it floods the lab with poison gas. The staff members enter the meeting.
All of the IDs are in the gas. Mex, can't ARIA remotely disable it?
Quarantine protocol assumes that if it can't be disabled in person, then the situation can't be contained.
Are you suggesting they go rummaging around in poison gas?
We're all open to suggestions if you've a better idea.
Ground team, search the lab for an ID and try not to breathe in the poison gas.
That's Dr. Dillard's ID. That should allow you to clear the gas and enter the interior lab.
Why isn't that thing dying?
The mutagens augmented the Trandoshan regenerative factor. Does that mean doing what? No, of course not. Inflict a massive enough trauma all at once and it will definitely die.
Transport request
Just
acknowledged.
be mindful that
Your
if you
transport
fail,
will
it will be a
arrive
lot
in 6
stronger when
minutes.
it recovers.
Update. Transport will be arriving in error minutes. The train is now departing. Please stand clear. Your transport will arrive in 6 minutes. Update. Transport will be arriving in error minutes. The train is now arrived. The train is now departing. Please stand clear. Transport request acknowledged. Your transport will arrive in 6 minutes. Update. Transport will be arriving in error minutes. Transport request acknowledged. Your transport will arrive in 6 minutes. Update. Transport will be arriving in error minutes. The train is now arrived. The train is now departing. Please stand clear.
toddler was supposed to get rid of her ages ago. Poor thing barely even fits that tiny pond.
Nara, now is not... Wait. Wait, that's Venom Specimen 0. Ground team, do you copy? You need to kill that thing immediately!
Challengers have managed to meaningfully injure the Apex Vanguard, but nothing could be further from the truth. We call this groundbreaking innovation total justice. Now, even heavy artillery fire can't be faced with this degenerative power.
You need to kill the lights immediately. Destroy the central power transformer, then pull out the backup battery cell.
Apex Vanguard's weaponized digestive system can launch acidic gel up to 100 meters. It doesn't matter how fast they are if there's nowhere left to run. The kitchen sink at Jedi, only to have him throw it right back?
Get the battery to the air filtration system now!
With our innovative new Crimson Venom aerosol, you'll have them try to use the Force to push away the very air they breathe.
You can't keep it in darkness the whole time! When darkness overdrive gets dangerous, plug the lights back in for a few seconds and let it subside.
Frantically chasing down elusive targets? We sure are! That's why every Apex Vanguard comes equipped with state-of-the-art, multi-target guided missile batteries!
The disruptor pulse will break that target lock, but it will completely drain the battery. You can recharge it in the central transformer.
demonstration complete. Returning to normal communication protocols.
My word. That was remarkable. How much for 10 of them?
It's still in the prototype phase, I'm afraid.
Well, surely we can arrange something. Even if it's just one.
Let's table this discussion for now. Mechs, get our cleanup teams down there ASAP. Ground team, please report back for debriefing.